Have you ever seen a waterfall and thought, wow, that's so cool, but what purpose does it serve? What do waterfalls do? What are they? Waterfalls can actually form in a variety of different ways, the first of which being when a river flows over two types of rock, hard and soft. Naturally, the soft rock will experience more erosion than the hard, and this erosion causes a dip in the ground, eventually forming something called a plunge pool, an area where water from the waterfall drops in. This is typically the safe zone of the waterfall. As erosion continues, an undercut will be formed under the hard rock, which causes instability in it. Pieces from the rock fall into the plunge pool, circling around in it, which causes erosion and eventually creating what's called a gorge. If this process continues to occur, the waterfall will recede until there is no rock left, returning the waterfall to its river state. The second way waterfalls can form are by glaciers. Typically, these waterfalls begin in a valley in which water flows. In the scenario that a glacier cuts through the valley, water will run across it instead of down into the valley. When this glacier melts, a ledge is formed, from which waterfalls are created. Lastly, waterfalls can be created through natural phenomena. Imagine a peaceful river, but boom, an earthquake strikes, the ground around the river splits and the water flows over the edge, creating a waterfall. Here's a fun fact. There's a system called the Beisel Waterfall Rating System, created by a guy named Richard H. Beisel Jr. His system uses mathematics to rank waterfalls into classes. A waterfall of height h has a discharge of water falling from it called Q. The volume of the waterfall W can be determined by multiplying Q by the time it takes the water to fall from height h. This time, in seconds, can be determined by taking the square root of 2 times gravity times the height all over gravity, where gravity is 9.8 meters per second squared, of course since we're on Earth and not Mars. To determine a waterfall's Beisel waterfall rating, you simply take the natural log of the volume you just found. The answer that results will be a number between 1 and 10. Rounding up to the nearest whole number will give you the waterfalls class. So what are waterfalls good for if not for creating peaceful sounds to fall asleep to? Actually, waterfalls help to generate something called hydroelectric power, which can, for example, be used in irrigation systems. Underneath some waterfalls, turbines are stored. These turbines have blades that rotate from water falling on them, which in turn generates electricity. The secret to this electricity, of course, is the gravity constantly pushing the water down. This makes hydroelectricity a clean source of energy, unlike fossil fuels such as coal and oil. The next time you're sitting around with nothing to do, think about waterfalls. They serve a purpose, just like you.